Good afternoon, everybody. Today is August 11, 2021. Today our lecture is to the mega part of purification. Samadhi Nidisa, body concentration, part 33. So before starting the lecture, we pay respect to the Buddha, saying Namo Tassa and 3 times, please. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Thank you very much for your watching. We are talking about the concentration. So to get the power concentration, we have to do many things. We have to understand many things, isn't it? So that's why part 33 is not finished yet. We have to discuss about the many conditions and cause. So today we continue to explain about to remove the 5 hindrances from our mind to get the power concentration. So that part we continue to discuss Pali like this. The Pali is studying Tinewaha. Tinewa-aha. So Tinewa-aha. Tinewa is Tinewaha meaning Tinewa-aha. Two words combined. So Tina, therefore, aha. Aha means we make a reference to the Buddha mention, Buddha mention in other Pitaka, 3 basket, Buddha mention we refer to like this. Nasa kinchi sabhawato kayacha vichikasena pidi sukhi vivekachena, sorry. Vivekachena pidi sukhena apeto hoti. That is the Buddha was. Buddha mentioned like this. So nasa and na asa. Nasa meaning is 2 words combined. Na asa. Asa meaning is the person. The person. Asa meaning is the person. Kinchi. Kinchi means Kinchi means little thing. Sabhavato. Kayasa sabhavato means all. Or including sabhavato. Kayasa means a body. Vivekachena. Vivekachena means the seclusion, by the power or seclusion, by the seclusion. Piti Sukhena. With the Piti and Sukha, Piti Sukhena. With the Piti and Sukha, like this. Aphuta. Aphuta. Phuta means touching. Phuta means touching with the Pidisukha. Up means no touching. So na hodi, no touching, na hodi means touching. So two double negative is double negative is feminine. So here mentioned the double negative. Okay. Chiti kakadapi hitami hitimami. Chiti kakada means concentration. Chiti kakada. Chitta ikakada. So concentration. The hitimami means hitima is the previous. Hitima is previous. Hitimami. Samokha patali. Isn't it? Samokha patali. Samokha patali means the kind of very difficult to explain. Samokha patali. Patala is a kind of surface. Huh? So the layer, the second two layer, second under layer, second layer. So hitimami samokha patali means the under layer. Uprima is upper layer. Uprima is upper. Uprima be samokha patalan we are. Yeah. So two layer. So the lower and upper layer, two layer. So mention like this. Like we are means like. So the concentration like the something with the two layer, upper layer, lower layer, so two layer. Aramanisu. Aramanisu means the meditation object. Pusitoa. Pusita. Pusita. Pusida means touching. Pusita hotoa upecheti. So that meaning is concentration take a meditation object. The meaning. Pusida meaning touching and meditation object meaning is concentrated in the meditation object, isn't it? The meaning. Aya meditation. Aya it is. Aya meditation means aya it is. Aya means that kind of happening. Edition meaning is the concentrated mind. The concentrated mind with the 5 jhana factors. Vitaka, Vichara, Piti, Sukha, Ekagata, 5 jhana factors. This is the five material sphere consciousness, isn't it? According to the Abhidhamma. We say Rupavachara Chitta, the changing into the Rupavachara Chitta. Yeah. Before the very powerful, the five jhana feather, our mind is Kamavachara Chitta. So Kamavachara Chitta into change Rupavachara Chitta. So it is meaning is in these the consciousness with the five jhana fetter, itarehi, we say so. Itarehi means in this two layer, like a two layer, you know, the material, there's a two layer. So under layer, upper layer, two layer together, combined together, you know, like a metal, two different metals combined together, like in our the rice cooker. Rice cooker is there's a metal, two layer combined. So the rice in the water is gone. Rice after cooking, the heat more on the metal, so the metal changing because of two different layers. I mean, here also our mind, chitta, practice meditation with the meditation object. Here, Patawi, Patawi, the art, this. So practice with this. First, you know, practice before getting the power concentration too much. We try again and again practicing. Isn't it? At the time, yeah, concentration is working, but not too strong. Not too strong. Kamavachara Chitta is basic concentration, but not too strong. Yeah. So here is explained like this. So these two kind of consciousness before getting the jhana and after getting the jhana, so different kind of consciousness. Kamavachara Chitta and Rupavachara Chitta, according to the Abhidhamma. So the concentration like a two layer. Yeah. In the Kamavachara Chitta under layer, Kamavachara Chitta concentration is little bit less power. And Rupavachara Chitta, in the Rupavachara Chitta, Vitaka, Vichara, Piti, Sukha, Ekagara, Jhana Fetter is too strong. So concentration also very strong, very powerful. So that meaning here, Ayam Meda Itarehi, we say so. We say so meaning is a different. We say so meaning is a different. So the different is like this. The different is like this. So Tata meaning is jhana feta in these five jhana feta. We explain here five jhana feta, isn't it? So Tata in this five jhana feta, Chitti Kagada meaning is a concentration. Kenchapi. Kenchapi na nades. We combine these keywords together. Kenchapi na nades. So nadesa meaning is not showing. Nadesa meaning not showing. Not nadesa. Not nadesa meaning is not showing. Yeah, we didn't show in the Sa vitakan sa vicharanti. Sa vitakan sa vicharan imasame pati. Ima's main party. The Buddha mentioned Savitekkan, Savicharan, Piti, Sukhan, so like this. No? So the Buddha mentioned 5 jhana factors like this. So Savitekkan, Savicharan, the Ima's main party. Party means the Pali. Huh? Party means the Pali what? Party. Pali what? Party. Huh? Party means Pali what? So Ima's main party means in that Pali what? Buddha say Savitakkan, Savichara. So Savitakkan, Savicharan, that part, that Pali was not showing here. Tathapi. Even though not showing, Vibenge means the book of the Abhidhamma, Vibhenga. Jananti, Vitako, Vicharo, Piti, Sukhan, Chiti, Chitasi, Kakadadi. So Jananti means the absorption state mean. Jananti absorption state meaning Vitako, initial application, Vicharo, sustained application, Piti, joy, Sukhan, happiness, Chitta Sikakada is a concentration. Eon like this. Uttata. Uttata means saying. Inga miwa. See, inga miwa means just feathers. Inga miwa. Yena. He. Yena means here. Yena means Yena means that the meaning. Yena. Because of that meaning. Because of that meaning, day by na. Yeah, so yena day so together. Huh? Yena day by na. Day by means meaning. Day by Pali day by is a meaning. So yena day by na. Because of that meaning, Bhagavata Buddha. Bhagavata means Buddha. Odeso kato. Odeso, Nadeso, Pali Odeso means briefly. The mention briefly. The Nadesa means mention detail, short and long. Yeah. So Nadesa is long. Odesa means short. So Kato means make. So Buddha make very here. Odeso means short. Yeah. So you are. So you means so you adibayo. That meaning only that meaning. Tina here Tina is a Bhagava, the Buddha. Tina means a Buddha. Vibhinge in the Vibhinga. Pakasito. The Pakasito meaning is a show or mention. The Buddha mentioned in the Vibhinga like this. Okay. So here English translation, and this it is said, and there is nothing or his whole body not permitted by the happiness and bliss, born of the seclusion. So and unification or concentration to arise in the complete contact with the object. Object meaning here object or meditation. So that the surface of the box lays with surface or its base. So it's a how is different from the other. So the meaning is the difference between the Kama Vachara Chitta and Rupa Vachara Chitta, the concentration power is different. So although unification of mind is not actually list among these feathers, in the summary, the version beginning, which is accumulated by applying and sustained thought, just mentioned the Savitek and Savichara, isn't it? Yeah. So nevertheless, it's mentioned in the Vibhinga completely, the 5 jhana feather. So jhana, it is applying thought, sustained thought, happiness, bliss, unification. So 5 jhana feather mentioned completely. So it is a feather too. So for the intention with the blessed one, the Buddha gave the summary is the same as that which he gave the exposition that follows. So here the Sutta is just mentioned, not completely mentioned like Abhidhamma. So Abhidhamma is complete explanation. Sometimes Sutta is a very short version. Okay, so that's one. Okay, and then we go to the next session. Tivida Lakhanana. Tivida Kalayana, sorry. Tivida Kalayana. So Tivida means T means 3. T means 3. Vida means a kind. T means 3. Vida means a kind. So 3 kind. 3 kind Tivida. Kalayana means the goodness. 3 kind of goodness. So 3 kind of goodness of the exhaustion stages. Exhaustion stage, jhana. Yeah, jhana has a 3 kind of goodness. So that's why here explain about that. So Tivida Kalayana. Tivida Kalayana, 3 kind of goodness. Dasa Lakhana Sambanandi Ita. So the what in the content already mentioned. Dasa Lakhana Sambana. Dasa means 10, Lakhana means characteristic, Sambana means is the poses of the 10 kind of characteristic. So Pana Adi Mijja Pariyosana. Adi means 3 words combined. Adi means beginning, Mijja means middle, Pariyosana means end. 3 kind. So the beginning of the jhana, middle of the jhana, and then end of the jhana. So that meaning. So Adi Mijja Pariyosana Vasena. Vasena is according to beginning, middle, and end of the jhana. So Divida Kalayanata. This is a 3 kind of goodness. 3 kind of goodness. Desanyewa. Desanyewa cha. Desanyewa cha. Desanyewa means these 3 kind of Adi, Mijja, Pariyosana. So these beginning, middle, and end of the jhana. Adi Mijja Pariyosana. Adi Mijja Pariyosana meaning is the beginning, middle, and ending of the jhana, Lakhana Vasena. Lakhana Vasena means according to the characteristic. According to the characteristic, Dasa Lakhana. Dasa is a tongue. Lakhana is a characteristic. Tambanata possessing that 10 kind of characteristic, Viridava should be known. Yeah. So the meaning is we were talking about the goodness in the beginning, middle, and end of the jhana. So with the 10 kind of characteristic. Okay. So that's why here in English translation, it the good in 3 ways possesses 10 characteristics. The goodness in 3 ways is in the beginning, in the middle, and in the end. So the possession of the 10 characteristics should be understood as the characteristic of the beginning, the characteristic of the middle, or the characteristic of the end of the jhana. You should know. Okay. Okay, so Tatrayam Pali. Tatrayam Pali. Tatrayam and Tatrayam. Tatra, the goodness and 3 kind of goodness and 10 kind of characteristics, that means Tatra. So Pali sometimes refer to previous one. Tatra means we talking about the 3 kind of goodness and 10 kind of characteristics. Yeah. So refer to that. Tatra ayam. Ayam means this is Pali. Pali means the Buddha was. So what the Buddha saying is Patamasa Janasa. Patamasa means first. Janasa means jhana, first jhana. Patibada. Patibada is a practice. Visuddhi. Patibada is cleaning. Yeah. Cleaning or purification. So Patibada Visuddhi means the purification practice. So Paramasa jhanas to attain the first jhana, practicing is purification, cleaning of the practicing is we call here adi, beginning. Adi. Adi means the beginning. Okay, so just start practicing to get the first jhana. So the practice, we call it here adi. Practice is just patibada visuddhi. Patibada visuddhi means not the practice is a very right way, not wrong way. Yeah. So that means here visuddhi means the right way. And upekha nu pyuhana. Upekha here, upekha means no neutral feeling. Here, upekha means equanimity. Okay, equanimity. Equanimity is a beautiful manifesto. So please don't confuse, because Pali is just mentioned upekha. Sometimes upekha is a feeling, sometimes upekha is not feeling. Tatra mechatata. Here, tatra mechatata. So tatra mechatata upekha. Nu bhuhana meaning is the increase. The equanimity is increasing. That meaning. Equanimity increasing. So continue practicing. So at that time, in our mind, the balancing or equanimity is more powerful than meaning. Okay? So that is we call michi, middle. Middle of the jhana. So middle of the jhana is our mind stability is very good. Mental stability is very good because of the Tattva Micca Tattva is very powerful at the time. Okay, so that means Ubekha Nubhyuhana. So increasing the power or equanimity, that meaning is our mental balancing and mental stability is very good. So that stage we call Michi, middle. Michi, middle. Okay, and then Sampahansana. Sampahansana. Sampahansana means very mine is very good. Mine is happy with the jhana meditation. Yeah, our mind is so happy, so satisfied with the practice of the meditation. Yeah, that kind of situation happen in our mind. So this is a Purification. Vipassanā means and. So the Patamasa, Chanasa, Bodhibada, Vipsodi, Adi. Huh? So first jhana, practicing, that is a beginning. Adesa kata means yeah, beginning practicing making, not kata, kati. Adecha kati, sorry. Adecha kati. D means make a question. Adesa's meaning is the beginning is what? Kati, here, lakhanani. What kind of characteristic? Kati lakhanani means what kind of characteristic? So beginning is practicing the first jhana is a beginning mentioned. So what kind of characteristic? What kind of characteristics in the beginning? So make a question like this. So Adesa Tini Lakana. In the beginning, there are three kind of characteristics. Tini Lakana. Tini means three. Lakanani means characteristic. Tini Lakana. Your tasa. Tasa means the first jhana. Paribano. Your paribano. Your and paribano together. Your paribano. So that kind of paribanda means that kind of the disturbances meaning is nivarna, hindrances, isn't it? So first, in the beginning, when we practice meditation, we have in our mind there's a kind of the disturbances of the hindrances, nivarana. So that mentioned. Tato chitta, tato from tato means from these nivarana, from these manda hindrances. Chitta, we sojati. Chitta means a mind, consciousness. We sojati means clean. Yeah. Our mind is clean from 5 kinds of hindrances. Yeah. This is a situation, happening situation like this. And then we sudata, because of the cleansing of 5 hindrances, chitta, our mind, mijima, our mind, chitta, mijima means middle, mijima means middle, but here mentioned samatha nimitta, samatha nimitta. So samatha nimitta is sign of the meditation object appear at the time. In our mind, the 5 hindrances cleaning, 5 hindrances disappearing. So at the time, mind is stable and in the middle. So take a sign of the meditation object. Pati pichati. Pati pichati means a practice. Pati pichati. Patipajanada. Patipajanada means so step by step explanation. Patipajanada, so practice with the sign or the meditation object continuously practice. Patipajanada means Patipanada, sorry. Patipanada, Patipajanada. Yes. So Pali is meaning saying. Changing a little bit, yeah. Patipanata say, Patipanata means practice because of the practice and Datha Chitta. Datha means in that the nimitta sign of the meditation object. Chitta Pakandati. Pakandati means enter. Our mind enter into the sign of the meditation object. Yeah. So that kind of explanation in three stages, changing from beginning, middle, and you know. So here is the text of the first jhana, purification of the way is the beginning. The intensification of the equanimity is in the middle, and then satisfaction is in the end. So of the first jhana, purification of the way is beginning. But here way is not only way, just the way of practice. Way of practice is the beginning. So how many characteristics has the beginning? So the beginning has 3 characteristics. Number 1 is that the mind is purified from the obstruction to that jhana. So the purifying meaning is a cleansing of the mental hindrances, nivarana. Yeah. Because of it's a purifying the mind, make a way for the center. Center meaning is here middle meaning is not go to extreme. Yeah, in the Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta, the Buddha say there are 2 extremes. Kama Sukhalika Yoga and Atta Kilamata Yoga. So the practice two kind of practice. These two practice is extreme. So in the middle, Eightfold Noble Path. So that here matter means our mind is like this stage of equanimity. That means our mind is balancing, not go to extreme, too extreme. Yeah. So the sign of serenity, because it says make way the mind enter into the stage. That meaning is mind is always working with the meditation object, sign of the meditation object. Okay. Okay, so continue Pali explain here like this. Yancha, Yancha, Paribandhato. So Paribandhato means five nirvana, five kind of from the five kind of nirvana. Paribandhato from the five kind of nirvana. Yancha Chitta Visuddhati. The Chittan's mind is a Visuddhati means cleaning. Visuddhati. Visuddhi. Visuddhi is the same that the same Pali was from here. Visuddhati, Visuddhi. Visuddhi is a noun. Visuddhati means a verb. So a little bit change Pali. Meaning is a cleaning. Okay. Yancha, our mind also Visuddhata. Because of cleaning. Visuddhata means because of our mind cleaning. Chitta Mijima Samatha Nimitta Patipichati. Because of the no disturbance of the five nirvana, so our mind balancing and equanimity, more equanimity, more stable. The meaning. That's the meaning is mind not going to other different object. Mind always stay working with the sign or the meditation object all the time. Yeah. Not going to the other different object. Okay. So samatha nimitta is samatha nimitta means nimitta is sign. So samatha is serenity. Okay. And yancha patipanata. Because of that practice means more power, equanimity, more practicing. So tata meaning is samatha nimitta. It's the same. Tata samatha nimitta. In that the sign of serenity, chitta or mind, pakhandati. Pakhandati means going into or entering into the sign of the serenity. That is a meditation object, the addicts. So mind don't go away from the addicts. All the time mind focus on the addicts. Like this. So we should know understanding like this. So that's why Patamasa, Jhanasa, first jhana, Pati Pata Visuddhi Adi. Adisa Imani Tini Lakhanani. So Tini Lakhanani means three kind of characteristic like this. Characteristic here, three kind of characteristic means our mind free from nirvana, one characteristic. Okay, and second one is our mind is more stability, equanimity, powerful. And then number three characteristic is our mind entering into the meditation object all the time. Never go away from the meditation object. That meaning. Okay? So that is the three kind of characteristics. Tini Lakhanani. Okay. So Tena, that's why, therefore, Tena Ochati means that's why I'm saying Pataman, Jhana, Adi Kalayana, Chewa Hoti. Huh? Adi Kalayana, so the goodness in beginning, Adi Kalayana. Goodness in beginning. Tilakana Sambananja, three kind of characteristics, with the three kind of characteristics. Yeah. Okay. So that meaning is when we practice meditation with a meditation object, so at the time, this is the Adi beginning. So that beginning has a three kind of characteristics. One is our mind free from mental hindrances, nirvana, and then second characteristic is our mind's more stability, equanimity, more powerful. And then that characteristic is our mind never go away from meditation object. Always focus on the meditation object. Never go away from the meditation object to other different object. So that kind of the characteristic when we see that kind of three characteristic, or we are in the beginning of the jhana, adi. So Buddha explained like this. Okay, so and this English translation like this. It just since the mind became purified of the obstruction or distraction of the our mind power. So the meaning is we have our mind free from mental hindrances, nirvana, and all being purified because of the no disturbance the nirvana. So make way for the central. Central means state of equilibrium. Equilibrium means stabilizing. Yeah. So this is working with the sign of serenity, samatha, nimitta, and having make a way. Enter into this stage. That is the purification of the way is in the beginning of the first jhana. So there are three characteristics of the beginning of first jhana. It said the first jhana is good in the beginning, which possesses these three characteristics. Number one characteristic is we are free from the nirvana, our mind free from nirvana. Second characteristic is our mind more equanimity. And third characteristic is our mind all the time focus on the meditation object. Okay. Okay, so the Buddha is playing like this. And then continuously explain more detail. Patamasa janasa upekhanubyuhana michi. Yeah. So Buddha say, yeah, the first jhana, the equanimity more powerful is we call michi. In the middle jhana. That state is in the middle jhana. When we see in our mind, equanimity is more powerful, so we are in the middle. So Vijimasa in the middle, Kati Lakhanani, how many characteristics? In the middle, how many characteristics? In the beginning, three kind of characteristics the Buddha already explained. So here, Buddha want to explain how many characteristics in the middle stage. Okay, so Mijasa, Tini, Lakhanani, or three kind of characteristics. Tini, Lakhanani. Say, ini lakanani. But what is it? Visodan Chaitan. Yeah, Visodan Chaitan. Visodan means like clean or purify. Chaitan means like mind. So purify mind. Ijupakati. Ijupakati. Okay, Ijupakati meaning is Adi Upikati. Di Upikati. Deep Upikati meaning is almost stable. Huh? They're not going to extreme. Never going to extreme. Yeah. So Samatha Patipanna Ijupakati. Samatha Patipanna Ijupakati. Samatha Patipanna. Patipanna is a practice. Yeah, practice or the concentration. Ijupakati means it continues. Yeah, keep on. And ekatu patan. Ekatu patan, isn't it? Ekata upatan. Ekata upatan. So this was no France of the Kilisa at the time. Huh? No Kilisa, just only the meditation object. So ekatu patana, ekata upatana. Upatana is it's staying in the meditation object only, not working with the other kilesa. So ijupakati. Ijupakati is in the middle. So that kind of three kind of characteristics. Visodan Chitan Ijupakati. Clean mind, stable. And then Samatha Patipanna, yeah, more keep on the concentration, yeah. And then working with only meditation object. Yancha Visodan Chitan Ijupakati. Yancha Samatha Patipanna Ijupakati. Yancha Ekota Patana Ijupakati. Patamasa Janasa Ubekha Paribyuhana Ubekha Nu Byuhana Miji. Mijasa Imani Tini Lakanani. Yeah. So that kind of the equanimity is more powerful. So in the middle. Huh? So three kind of characteristics is more. So mine is more clean and the more stable. So practice to get the power concentration. Practicing is more powerful. Yeah, like this. So tena uchadi. That's why we say Patamanjana Mijima Kalayanan Chewa Hodi. Mijima Kalayanan Chewa means goodness in the beginning, in the middle, And Tilakkhana Sambanencha. Tilakkhana is a three kind characteristic possession. Okay. So that meaning is in the middle stage, our mind more stable, more equanimity. So more equanimity means yeah, in the beginning of the practice, sometimes practicing is good, sometimes not good. But more stability, or we get the power or equanimity. So we don't have that kind of thing, good or bad. We don't have. Our mind more stable, and more speedy practice. Okay, so that's why English translation of the first jhana, intensification or the equanimity, is the middle. So how many characteristics has a middle? The middle has a three characteristics. The look on what with the equanimity at the mind that is purified. He look on with the equanimity and is having make way for the serenity, and he look on with the equanimity at the appearance of unity. So, and that in that what he look on what with the equanimity at the mind, that is purifying, and look on with equanimity and is having make way for serenity, and look on with equanimity at the appearance of unity. Unity meaning is the power concentration. So that intensification of equanimity is in the middle of the first jhana. So that's why there are three characteristics of the middle. And said first jhana is good in the middle, which possesses three characteristics. Okay. Okay, and then we go to the next one is Patamasa Jhanasa, first jhana, Pahansana. Pahansana is a very happy and very interesting in the practice. Priyosana. This is the end of the jhana. Saying like this. So Priyosana, the end of the jhana, Kati Lakhanani, how many characteristics? Kati Lakhanani, how many characteristics? So the Buddha answer, Priyosanasa Chattari Lakhanani. Chattari means four, not three. Yes, more. Four kind of characteristics. Chattari Lakhanani. Four characteristics Tata. In these four characteristics, Chatana. Tata means no characteristics. Tata means in the first jhana. Yeah. Tata means in the first jhana, Chadana Dhammana. So Chadana Dhammana, in the first, in the first jhana, there are many kind of the manifest as walking, isn't it? With the first jhana chitta. So first jhana chitta is at least we are learning in the chapter 2 of the Abhidhamma, 35 kind of manifestos walking. 35 in the first jhana. So Jhadana Dhammana means these 35 kind of manifestos. Jhadana Dhammana Anati Vuttanathena. Nadi Vuttanathena. Nadi Vuttanathena means They are not overcome each other. They are not overcome each other. The Nati Vatanatena meaning is that they are the power of these 35 manifestors working equally. Working equally. For example, concentration and the effort, virya and samadhi. If virya overcome more than that samadhi, it's not good. Samadhi, power samadhi also more than the virya, not good. Our mind is not stable at the time. So every manifest as working equally. That means nati vutta not overcome each other. Nati vutta natina. Nati Vatana is happening. Yeah. So Nati Vatanatena not overcome each other. That meaning is that they are working equally. So teamwork is every the teamwork. Everybody has to do equally what they have to do. Huh? So like this. Here, 35 Dhamma, Jhadana and Dhammana, 35 kind of manifestors working equally. Yeah. So that meaning is Sampahansana. Sampahansana. Sampahansana is because of that situation, our mind satisfied with the meditation. We are very interesting with the meditation. Yeah. Without the equally working, sometimes mind's boring. I don't want to keep on practicing meditation or something like that happen. So that's very important. So Sampansana, yeah, very interesting in the practice meditation is one our manifestors working equally with the concentration. Yeah, that's a fast characteristic. Okay, and Indriyana. Indriyana means we have Sadendriya, Vidyendriya, Satendriya, 5 kind of Indriya, isn't it? 5 kind of faculty. Sadendriya, Vidyendriya, Satendriya, Samadendriya, Punyendriya. We learn in Abhidhamma. Abhidhamma, I think chapter 6, 7. Yeah, 7. Chapter 7 or 8. So 5 kind of engineer, 5 kind of faculty. Yeah. Eka rasatina. Eka means 1. Here no 1. Okay. Eka rasa is a function. So eka is no same function. It's better. Yeah. No 1 function. Same function. So sada, confidence, virya, effort, samadhi, concentration, sati, mindfulness, wisdom, panya, wisdom, they are all same function at the time. Okay, so that's we call Sambhasanasta. Sambhansana. Sorry, Sambhansana. So we say all our mind very interesting in meditation. Sometimes I'm not very happy with the meditation. So I'm very happy with the meditation. Meaning is So Indriya, 5 kind of Indriya working on the same function. Okay, and the Drupaga, Viriya, Vahanatina. The Dubaka, Tan Ubaka, Vidya is an effort. Vahanatina. Yeah. So, we learn the Abhidhamma. The Vidya effort is kind of the make a supporting to the other. Vidya is a supporting to the other manifestor to work their function properly, isn't it? So Vidya is very important. That's why in the Eightfold Noble Path, the Buddha says Samma Vayama. Samma Vayama is Vidya. Yeah. Vidya is very important to make a supporting, because sometimes Saddha is a little bit the power is low. So at the time, Vidya supporting. No. No, lower, up. Yeah, like this. Yeah. So that meaning the Dupaka means the supporting, Vidya is supporting to the other manifestation. Dupaka Vidya Vahanati. Vahanati. Sambhansana. So that's why our mind is very happy with the meditation, very interesting in the meditation. Yeah. And then Asivanatina. Oh, Asivana. We learn in the Patana, Asivana. Asivanatina. Asivana is again and again. Asivana is so the like the repeating, because of power of repeating. Yeah. So power of repeating, our minds very interesting in meditation. Sambhansana. Yeah. So that's why here 4 kind of lakkhana. Lakkhana is 4 kind of characteristic. Number 1 is the all manifestors working with the first jhana chitta is equally. This is first. Second one is faculty. All 5 faculty perform on the same function. And then that one is the vidya effort is supporting to the other manifestors. And then number 4 is repetition. So these 4 kind of characteristics is we call Sambhansana. Yeah. So that's why Patamasa Janasa Sambhansana Pariyosana Patamasa Pariyosanasa Imani Chattari Lakhanani. Tina Uchati. That's why Buddha said Pataman Jana Pariyosana Kalayanan Jiva Hodi Chatu Lakhana Sambhasanan Jati, Buddha said. Okay? So that's why in the English translation of that first jhana satisfaction is the and. How many characteristics has the and? The and has 4 kind of characteristics. The satisfaction in the sense that was non-existence of any of the manda stages or manda fetters arising therein. So that meaning is working with the first jhana chitta, and the satisfaction in the sense that the fakadi, 5 kind of fakadi, Satyendri, Vidyendri, Samadhendri, Satyendri, Panyendri, and then has a single function, single function or same function. So I think the same function is better. single function or same function. And then the satisfaction in the things that the appropriate energy was affected. So that means that we are supporting to the other different kind of manifestation and satisfaction in the things of repetition. Asivana. Repetition. So the satisfaction in the an or the first jhana we call. So these are four kind of characteristics of the an of the jhana. So this is said the Buddha, the first jhana is good, and the an which possesses four kind of characteristics. Okay. Okay. So we go to the next one. The Tatra. Tatra. Tatra means in that Pali word. Patibada Visuddhi Nama. Patibada Visuddhi mean. Yeah. So the Buddha want to more explanation. Patibada Visuddhi. What is a Patibada Visuddhi? So want to explain. So starting like this. Patibada Visuddhi Nama. Patibada Visuddhi mean. Or Patibada Visuddhi is called Sa Sambariko. Sa Sambariko means Sambara is bring the jhana. Sa Sambariko is bringing the jhana stage. Upachara jhana. So the meaning is Patibada Visuddhi meaning is Upachara jhana, working with the other manifestos at the in the beginning. So that's we call Patibada Visuddhi. Okay. And then Upekhanubhyuhana Nama. Upekhanubhyuhana mean or Upekhanubhyuhana is called Apana. Jhana. Apana jhana. Huh? Apana means absorption. Yeah, absorption stage. Upachara means access stage. So different kind of concentration stages, isn't it? Yeah. Ubeka Bhuhana is equanimity, more equanimity. The concentration power also more. So power concentration is directly appropriate with the equanimity. Equanimity more powerful. Our concentration power also more powerful. So that meaning. So Ubeka Bhuhana, equanimity is increasing. So that means our power concentration apana. Apana is absorption, not access concentration. Absorption, concentration. And then Sambhansana Nama. Sambhansana mean. Sambhansana Nama means Sambhansana mean, or we call Sambhansana is Pachawakanati. Pachawakanati. Pachawakana. Pachawakana means reviewing. Reviewing. Pachawakanadi. Ewa meke wanayandi. Yeah. Ewa meke wanayandi. Ewa Meke means some teacher. Munayanti means they explain. Some teacher explain. Yeah, Sampansana means reviewing. Yeah. Some teacher explain like that. Okay. So that meaning is we have a different view for that. So here more explain. Yasama bana. Yasama bana. Eka eka kata. Itakan. Itakatan. Ikatakatan. Sorry. Ikatakatan. Ikatagatan down is yeah, that's mine is a concentration, mine. Padivada Visodi Pakandananchiwa Hodi. Yeah. So our mind is concentrated. So that meaning is Padivada Visodi Pakandanan. Padivada Visodi is the cleaning, the practice, and then the Pakandana is going, entering into the meditation object. Pakandana. Huh? So, Upekha Bhuhanan Cha. Yeah, not only going into the meditation object, but also the equanimity increasing. Equanimity increasing. Jnanena cha. Wisdom also. Jnanena cha. Sambahansitanti. Yeah. Jnanena sa sambahansitanti. Jnana. Wisdom also very shining and brightening. So sambahansana, sambahansitan meaning that meaning. So Pali yang Otan. The Buddha teaching saying like this. Buddha in the Buddha teaching saying like this. That's a man, therefore. Anto apanaya mewa. Ando apanaya mewa means ando means insight. Apana means absorption. So inside the absorption stage, akamana wasena. Agamana wasena means we make a preparation before practice meditation. We prepare the addis and we choose the teacher or many things. Many preparation we already discussed. So agamana wasena means with these various kind of preparation, Padivada Visodi, our practice is clean. Our practice is very clear. Okay. Tatara Michya Tupikaya. Yeah, here more explain. More details, more mention more details. Tatara Michya Tupikaya means yeah. Here Upikaya is Tatara Michya Tata. Tatra Micha Tupikaya, Tatra Micha Tata, Kecha Wasena. Kecha Wasena means according to the function, the power of the function. Upekha Bhuvanata. Yeah, that's why I'm already told you. Upekha here, Upekha is a Tatra Micha Tata. Yeah. Upekha Bhuvanata meaning is, yeah, the Tatra Micha Tata. According the power by the power of function of the Tatra Michatatta, and then Dhammana Dhammana means associated Dhamma. What the working with the first jhana, chitta. So 35 kind of manifested. Nati Nadi Bhava Sadharanina. So they are not exist. They are not exist working, they are equally working. What should they done? So that kind of thing. Nadi Wadanadi Bhava Sadharanina Pariyodha Pakasa. Pariyodha Pakasa. Jnanasa. Pariyodhapaka Jnanasa. Pariyodhapaka means the Pariyodha means shining or cleaning and shining. So our wisdom more shining. Kecha Nipahati Wasena. Kecha Nipati. Kecha Nipati Wasena. Kecha means function. Nipati means the finishing. Yeah. So performing the function finish. Yeah. Sampansana cha vidava. You should know. You should understand that sampansana meaning is that kind of thing. Many. So only Pali one word sampansana meaning is many meaning, including here is play. Many. So that's why here English translation like this. Here in the purification or the way of practice is assess meaning assess concentration together with is manifest. Intensification or the equanimity is absorption concentration. So satisfaction is reviewing. Some teachers saying like this. So some command, but it is said in the Pali text, the mind arrive at the unity or concentration, enter into purification of the way of practice, is intensifying in the equanimity, and is satisfying by the knowledge. And then therefore is from the standpoint within accurate absorption stage that purification of the way of practice firstly should be understood as an approach with the intensification of the equanimity as a function of the equanimity consisting in the specific neutrality or balancing of the mind, and then satisfaction as a manifestation of the clarifying knowledge function in the accomplishing no assist of the Nanda stages. So that situation we call Sampansana in Pali. Sampansana, satisfaction. Satisfaction in the meditation. Sampansana. Okay. Okay, we go to the next one. Gatan. Gatan meaning is a question. Gatan how? So yes, he Yasame he is a no meaning. Yasame Wari Apana Upachati. Yasame Wari meaning is Yasame Wari together. Yasame Wari here we need to, it's a little bit difficult. Here we need to focus happening jhana stage. So we have to apply the Abhidhamma knowledge. The process of mind, Vichi. Process of mind is at the time, the Rupavachara Chitta, one after another 7 times, isn't it? Jhana, Javana. Yeah, here. Wari means Javana, Vara, Javana. Yeah, happening Javana like this 7 times. Yeah. So the meaning. Apana opachati. Yeah, apana is absorption stage. Happen. Opachati. Absorption stage happen. That's a mean. In that Javana situation, Nivarana Sankhado, isn't it? Nivarana Sankhado meaning is including 5 kind of hindrances. Kilesa Kano. Kilesa Kano means the group or the mental in purification. Kilesa group Kano. Tassa Janasa Paribando. So they are the pre-bando means they are disturbance. They are disturbance of the first jhana. The kilesa, manda defilements and manda hindrances, nivarana also the disturbance. Disturbances of the first jhana. So tato chidam visuddhati. Tato means from these disturbances, kilesa and nivarana, chidam visuddhati. Mind is clean. Mind is purifying from that. Chidam visuddhati. Visuddhata, because of the purifying of the mind from the nivarana and kilesa, avarana, viharita. Avarana. Avarana means the blocking or covering. Yeah, avarana. We have read them means no that kind of covering. So covering meaning blocking, covering means nivarana and kilesa. So that meaning our now we have we rahita meaning is we are free from covering of these nivarana and kilesa. Yeah. Hotoa happening. Hotoa happening. Mijima. Mijima means our mind is in the middle way. Yeah. Our mind is in the middle way, not extreme. Not go to too extreme. Okay? Yeah. So samatha nimittam patipichati. Yeah. So the meaning is our mind is the middle, meaning is our mind all the times working with the samatha nimitta, the sign of serenity. So that's the object of meditation. Only working with the object of meditation, no other object. Yeah. So, Mijiman Samatha Nimitta Nama. Mijiman Samatha Nimitta mean, yeah, explain in Pali more detail. Sama Pan Pawato. Sama Pawato. Sama Pawato. Sama meaning is equal. So Sama Pawato means equanimity. Equanimity. Equilibrium. Equilibrium. Appana Samadhi Yewa. So Appana Samadhi Yewa means the absorption concentration. So Mijima Samatha Nimittan mean, yeah, we say Appana concentration. Kadanandaram Pana. Tanandaram. Ranandaram means Tanandaram. Tanandaram means after that Appana concentration mind, Purima Chitta. Purima Chitta means Purima is before Purima. Pichima is after. Purima Chitta, before mind, before consciousness. Before consciousness meaning here is we call Kodarabu Chitta. We learn in chapter 9. You should focus the Abhidhamma, chapter 9 also here. So Purima Chitta, before up and now, Purima Chitta is a Kudarabu Chitta. Purima Chitta, Eka Santati Parinamanayena. Eka Santati Parinamanayena. Yeah, Eka means one. Santati means one process. Okay, one process. Eka Santati. Yeah. One in the one process. Because the mental process at the time is when we practice meditation, the Manodara Vachana, Chitta, and after that Javana, and then before the Javana, so we changing the Prikama, Upacha, Anuloma, like this. We need to focus on the process of mind, VT. Yeah. So here explain that one. So Eka Santati Prinama Nayena means one in the one process, happening one after another, processing. So Tatha Tatmupakichana. Tatha Tamupakichana. So we need to separate Tatha Tatatan Upecha man. Tatatan Upecha man. Tatatan meaning is because the power of the absorption, our mind is too much the power concentration. Tatatan, upachamana, upagachamana, sorry, upagachamana. Upagachamana means close, upagacha, close, very close. Upagachamana, mijima, yeah. Samatha nimitam padivichiti nama. We say mijima, samatha nimitam padivichiti. So even like this, Patipanata practicing, because of this practicing, Tattha Tatthatupagamana. Tatthatupagamana, Tattha Upekhandati. Upekhandati Nama. So the meaning is because of the practice, so the equanimity is working with the concentration. So that's why our mind enter into the meditation object all the time. Even like this, Dawa fast. Pretty much a day in previous mind, we Vijamanakara Nipadika. Vijamanakara Nipadika. Vijamana means very obvious. Vijamana. Akara Nipadika. Akara meaning here is we clean, we are free from the nirvana and kilesa. Huh? We are equanimity, keep on practicing, huh? And then our mind working with the meditation object all the time. This meaning, this meaning. Huh? Vijamana kara nipadika. Nipadika means making the result, these result, making the result, finishing the result. Yeah, nipadika. So patamasa janasa, first jhana. Patamasa janasa. Up Upadakanayiwa. Upadakanayiwa means arising moment. Kana means a moment. Upadakanayiwa, in the arising moment only, Agamana wasena. Agamana wasena means we are practicing like this. Padibada Visodi Veditaba. Our practice is clean, purification. Veditaba should be known. Our practice is clean or purified. Should be known like this. Okay. So here English translation like this. How firstly in the cycle process. Process here the translate cycle. The process of consciousness in which absorption arises, the mind becomes purified from the group of the defilement, kilesa, or hindrances, nirvana, that are an obstruction or disturbance to the jhana. So being devoid of the obstruction, because it has been purified, so it made way of practice for the central Santra means a state of equilibrium. So sign of serenity, walking with all the time with the meditation object. So now it is absorption concentration. It's occurring evenly. Evenly meaning is walking properly, equally. So that is called a sign of serenity. But the consciousness immediately before that reach the stage of the absorption are in a way of change in the single continuity, the process of mind. So Kudarabu and Apana is all the time in the process of mind like this. So it is said that they make a way of practice for the central state of the equilibrium, the sign of serenity. And it is said that it enter into the state by approaching is through having made a way of practice for that. So that is why in the first place, purification or the way of practice, while referring to aspect existing in the preceding consciousness, should nevertheless be understood as the approach at the moment of first jhana accurate rising. So that means that you should know, or at the time you are in the first jhana approaching. Okay, so A1 like this. A1 like this. Visuddhassa pana tassa. Pana is no meaning. Tassa. Visuddhassa tassa. Visuddhassa means purify already. Purify. Tassa chitta. Tassa chitta meaning is tassa means chitta, mind, consciousness. Puna again. Puna means again. We saw the bhavato. We saw the bhavato means we don't need to clean the mind because already mind is already clean, already purified. That's why at the moment we don't need to make a purify the mind. Okay. That means. Una, we saw the tabba bhavato, tabba bhava, tabba abhavato. We saw the means to make a cleaning process. Yeah. So we saw the Bhyabaran, explain the Pali. We saw the name in the cleaning process. We saw the name in the cleaning process. Bhyabaran. Bhyabaran means effort. Jabara is effort. To make the cleaning process in effort, akarondo. Akarondo means don't do. Huh? Akarondo. Visodan, chitta, cleaning mind, purify mind, Ichupakati nama. We call Ichupakati. Chitta, Ichupakati, we call. So the Ijibakati meaning here is a neutral. Neutral. Don't make an effort to make the cleaning process or mind. So ignore. No need to do cleaning process. Ignore. Like this. Ijibakati is here is ignore. Yeah. Ignore meaning is no need to make a cleaning process or at that moment. Yeah, ignore. Yeah. So samatha bhaupa kamanena. Samatha is a concentration, isn't it? Samatha is a concentration. Bhaupa kamanena means bhava upakamena. Bhava is happening. So concentration happening, upagamana is approach. Approaching to the concentration, that meaning. Approaching to the concentration, samatha patipanasa. Samatha patipanasa means our practice is on the way of the concentration already. Our practice on the right way of the concentration. So puna again, samadhane. Samadhane means to make a concentration, bhyabaran, effort, akarondo, don't do. No need to do. No need to do effort to make a concentration because already concentrated. So, samatha patipanna ichupakati. So, samatha patipanna ichupakati means at that time, mind is already concentrated, so no need to do effort to make a concentration again. So that kind of ignore, we call it duplicity, ignoring, ignore. Ignore to make concentration again? No, no need. So that meaning, yeah. Okay, and the samatha patipanna bhavato. So samatha patipanna bhavato means we are on the way of concentration. We are on the way of concentration. Sat eva only satcha sa asa that person. Kilesa sansagan. Kilesa sansagan meaning is sansaka is associate with the kilesa. No. Kilesa sansagan bahaya. Bahaya means removing associate with the kilesa. Yeah. So ekatina. Eka atina. Eka dina meaning eka atina. Eka meaning one. Yeah, only one. No other friends. No, that meaning only one. Yeah. Lonely. That means lonely. Only. So upatitasa. Upatitasa. Upatitasa means already, the mind is just with the working with the concentration, no kilesa. So, puna again, ekatupatthani. Vyapara. Ekatupatthani vyapara. Ekatupatthani means to make only mind. Vyapara means effort. Akarondo. No need to do. No need to do effort to make the mind to be only one. Yeah. So ekatupatthana ijupakati nama. That meaning. Ijatupakkhana ijupakati means that meaning. Because our mind is already removing the kilesa, so mind is without kilesa. So at the time, we don't need to make effort to remove the kilesa again. So that's kind of another ignorance, another ignore, not to make effort again and again. Yeah. So that means our mind has too much effort, mind is not good, not stable. If you have too much effort, exacts effort, virya is too much. That person, you look at that person is not stable. That person doing or like this, not stable. So that meaning here. Okay, so A1 like this. Tatara michupat mit tatara michu tu pikaya kecha wasena upekhanu bhuhana viritava. Upekhanu bhuhana viritava. So upekhanu bhuhana means that meaning. Equanimity or the mind meaning is the meaning. Our mind ignore all, no need to do to remove to cleaning the mind from the nirvana and kilesa. Ignore. No need to make effort. And then already practice meditation, concentration meditation. No need effort. I am on the way or right way of practicing. So no need for that kind of ignorance. We say like this. Upekha bhuhana, upekha nu bhuhana, vedap. Okay? So that's why here English translation. Secondly, one him has a more interest in purification, since there's no need to re-purify again. It's already been purified, thus it's said that he look on with equanimity at the mind that is purified, and one he has no more interest in the concentration again. So what has already made away from the serenity, arriving at the stage of serenity is that he look on with equanimity, and it has having make a way for serenity, so no need to do again. And one he has no more interest in again causing the appearance or unity is already appear as a unity, although abdomen abandon of the association with the defilement kilesa in making way for the serenity. So it's said that he looked on with equanimity at the appearance of unity concentration. That's why intensification of the equanimity should be understood as a function of equanimity. That consists in the specific neutrality. Neutrality means ijupakati in Pali. That means kind of the ignore something because no need to do effort again to do again. Yeah, that kind of meaning. Okay, so I think we'll stop here today. We discussed about the kind of the, the situation what we approaching to the jhana state, absorption state. Okay, so thank you very much for your watching. So before stop the lecture, we wish our Buddha teachings stay longer and longer in the universe. So say Buddha Sasana, Chiyanti 2 and 3 times, please. Buddha Sasana, Chiyanti 2. Buddha Sasana, Chiyanti 2. Buddha Sasana, Chiyanti 2. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Idami punyam nippanasa paccaya hotu. Idami punyam magaphala nyanasa paccaya hotu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you very much for watching. See you next week. Have a good day. Bye-bye.